even further beyond!
Yes, sir. My name's Zakashi, guys. Let me come on properly. My name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, we are going to be doing a should you summon based on Ultra Super VEGITO. Now, there's no question what I'm going to do. If you know who I am, if you're a regular here on the channel, you guys know I main Fusion Warriors. But that's not the question. The question ain't about me. It's about you guys. And I feel like VEGITO is a very one team man, but you can put him on any team, to be honest. But unlike Gogeta, Gogeta is a movies character, a fusion character. He comes in Super Saiyan, God Ki, whatever. VEGITO is always anime specific, so he only sticks where he is. And we only have like 3 forms of that had actually been crazy. SV, another SV, and VB. The rest are just like regular Sparkins, unless I'm forgetting someone, which I'm sure I'm not, because I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, before I even get into the should you summon, because we're going to be going through this commentary video, I am going to be doing a 24-hour live stream because Ultra VEGITO has come to Legends, and it's literally like the last thing I'd want in this game besides the Ultra VB, literally. So 24-hour live stream when the banner goes live. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll be live for 24 hours this night tonight. So today is the 12th of July, 9 p.m. I'll probably GMT. I'll be doing like a small stream, the daily stream that we usually have. But for VEGITO, 24-hour live stream on the channel, make sure to tap in. I'm gonna need all the support for that. If I don't pull SV, that shouldn't happen, because I'm gonna put so much money into this guy, you don't understand. But outside of the money aspect, I'd really appreciate it if all you guys were there to support. It genuinely mean a lot. Everybody that's gonna click this video, if you can tap in at least one point in the stream, because I will be genuinely live for 24 hours. So if you can tap in at just one point in the stream, that would mean the world, honestly. But yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button on this grind to 30,000 subscribers. I've got a lot to say about SV here, and you guys are going to see that his kit's very valuable, but he does have some things that are really meta relevant that he is missing. He's not perfect, but he's going to be undeniably dominant. Like, it's unreal how good this guy's going to be, I think. Just depends on his stats, though. We will have to wait on his stats. But outside of that, judging by his kit, we can already make a good judgment. So I'm not going to play the video because that's how I get claimed. But you can see his art's beautiful. I'm just going to glide through the video. So one sec, because that thing there just went blue and now it's bothering me. Alright, there we go. So we're going to glide through the video like this and just go through everything in his kit. So he's a defense type, element yellow, Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Fusion Warrior, Potara, Majin Buu Saga. Most of that is irrelevant except for his element and tags, really and truly. The defense type thing, yeah, it matters, but sometimes they make characters a certain type and just do the opposite, man. So really focus on the kit more than anything else, but the defense type will tell us that he'll probably have good defenses at the bare minimum. Let's go on. The Z ability, 3% to strike attack damage inflicted by Fusion Warrior, which is great because Fusions is mainly strike orientated. He's going to work on Fusion Warriors and Super Saiyans. I don't see him being run on any other teams unless you want to do a leader slot magician switch, and that's down to you. But just to tell you in advance, I feel like his kit can work on any team. Fusion Warrior, strike attack and blast, strike and blast defense, and Saiyan. So you kind of do have that Saiyan addition as well. You could put him on leader on Saiyans. That could be something you can get out of him as well. But I feel like the best teams are definitely going to be Super Saiyans and Fusion Warriors by far for him. If we go on forward, the strike arts, he carries 2, so that's actually really good because even though he is a defense type, Fusion Warriors is mainly strike orientated. So if he carries 2 strike arts, you'd have more strike arts to use in the battlefield, and increases damage received by the enemy, so you can just deal more damage to them. I think as long as they're not immune to attribute downgrades. Yeah, basically just dish out more damage there. The blast arts is regular. Blue card, massive impact damage. From my knowledge, is close range, so you can see he's only got blast armor on his blue and his ultimate. I will get to the ultimate later though. Deals massive impact damage, blast armor when charging forward. Restores own ki by 30 upon activation. Randomly draws at most 4 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards on hit. That's actually pretty interesting. if you land the blue card, I'm assuming he's gonna draw more cards. Let's see the clip here. We can play the clip. See if his card shuffles. Yep, you can see the cards just came in. That is really nice. That is really nice. I actually like that. So at the end of your blue card, you'd always have a full deck of new cards. You got USG destroying cards and this guy giving you more cards. Come on, man. That is beautiful. And you get key from it as well, so you can definitely figure out a new combo straight away somehow. Let's move on from the blue card. Let's go to the green card. So he gets 40 key on it. He goes type neutral on the green card. Whoa, that is beautiful. Applies the following effects to self on hit. Draws a blast arts card next. Plus 20% to damage inflicted. That's really good. And his card cost goes down. All arts cost. Drawing a blast card's kind of bogus. Should have been a strike. But card's a card. You can extend your combo. And it's it's like yellow SVs where you just long range you can do it, close range you can do it. It's dope. But I'm assuming it's gonna be a long animation. So with those things, they're usually long animations, meaning that if I do it, even if you don't PV me, I can't move. You should attack straight away. That's what I'm assuming it's gonna be. Most of those green cards are like that. Let's move on from that. My nose is slightly blocked, but it's okay. The ultimate arts really caught me off guard when I was streaming. I saw it and it said supreme slice damage. Now, if it was just slice damage, that's pretty lame. I feel like that's kind of like a rose thing. I think roses is slice damage. I just want to check that because I've actually got my phone right here. Just for the comparison's sake. Let me go to rose. I've got him up right here. And then if you go to his ultimate arts. Oh, his ultimates actually explode. All of his is explode. It feels like it was slice, but probably someone has slice. But supreme is crazy. It's going to do a lot. Just know it's going to do a lot. Applies the following effects to self upon activation, plus 40% to ultimate damage inflicted for free time accounts, and he also nullifies an enemy's endurance. That's a standard. If your ultimate arts ain't nullifying endurance, what are you doing? You're probably outdated. Also nullifies unfavorable elemental factors if there's a defeated battle member. So if one person's dead, he's sliding for bro straight away. Go get back. There's no way you can be killing my homies and I'm Super VEGITO. He's sliding straight away. Unlike Dragon Fist Goku, who gets these magical buffs when he's only last alive. Like, come on, bro. You have to be sliding for your homie straight away. One person dies, he goes type neutral on the ultimate. Boom, just like that. That's dope. I really like that. What else does he have here? This is the main ability. Draw the ultimate arts card. Spirit Divider next. Restores own ki by 50 and health by 20%. Applies attribute upgrade minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut effects to self for 20 time accounts, and it restores own vanishing gauge by 100%. Inflicts all enemies attribute downgrade plus 25% slice damage received. So it's basically just a setup for you to do insane damage on the ult. So what did we see here? The ultimate 40% ultimate damage. Nothing else really crazy beyond that. It nullifies endurance, but it has supreme slice damage. And then here you're getting 50% to sustain damage cut, and you're also getting 25% to slice damage received. Like for the enemy, it gets applied to them, so you'll be doing insane damage. He also gets his vanishing gauge back, so you can imagine how stupid that would be. Just like the yellow VEGITO, it comes in handy. Overall great. He gets health as well. He's a health monster, by the way, and because he's defensive, that's very valuable. He also restores ki, which is the standard. Overall, an amazing main ability in my opinion. Now this here is the unique ability, the first one. Applies the following effects when battle starts. 110%, a whopping 110%. You can't top that, man. You just can't. That's dope. Reduce damage received by 50%. Cannot be cancelled. That's dope. Now this one here, every time he switches in, you can stack this one, the second one. So the first one where it says damage is inflicted 20%. That's every time he enters the battlefield. Cannot be stacked, but it can be cancelled. So that's the reason why it can't be stacked, but it happens every time he comes in. But the second one can be stacked. It can also be cancelled. So if you get 20% reduced damage received every time he switches in, when you start the game, you're really getting 70% reduced damage received, which is dope. But then, say if you switch out straight away, by the time you switch back in, if you do that straight away, you'd still have 5 time accounts of the previous 20%. That would be 40%. So in total, you'd be getting 90% for at least 5 time accounts if you position that correctly, which is actually a really large amount, especially considering that he's also a defensive type. Overall, amazing. What else do we have here? This is unique ability still 1. The following effects occur every time this character uses a strike or blast arts. If you see me turning my head, it's because my mic's in the way right here. Every time you use a strike or blast he gets 5 ki. He also increases his draw speed per both cards. That is dumb. And then inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received for 10 time counts. This guy's going to be a combo monster. And because he's coming out new, he's going to be in the boost, featured boost. And just going to be doing a lot of damage overall. And just to put the icing on the cake, he has endurance. What? Like, they had to do it. Marjube, you're out. You're out. You're never being used again. Marjube, you're never being used again. There's nothing you have over this guy. Marjube, I'm sorry. Your time has come. You need a Zenkai to keep up. And even then, you'll probably just be a Zenkai buff for GT. That is tough. This guy having endurance, restoring health by 30% is a huge amount. Let me even check how much Marjube restores, just for the comparison. And Marjube's range type, which makes it even worse. Marjube only gets 20%. And this guy heals way more. SV heals way more than Marjube. So just took him out the game. Let's keep going. Second unique ability. He's got a strike cover change. And you can combo blue cards into that and green cards, I believe. Which is really dope. Combo is special move arts and special arts. It's very simple. Yeah, unlimited amount. Now, this is where it gets interesting. While charging forward with a strike arts, if own unique gauge is that 30% or more, consumes entire unique gauge to counter enemies' tap shots or blast arts, dealing impact damage to the enemy. This is dope. He has this unique gauge here. I'll just explain how it works. Let me even play the gameplay. You see how Buhan done the blast arts? It only works for blast arts or tap attacks. He can do a strike arts if his gauge is full, and he'd actually just do strike damage straight away, which is very, very good. Happens every single time your gauge is full, but the only downside to it, I'd say, it's not even a downside, I feel like it's fair. He can only do it once per fill. So if it's a fill, it's going to go all the way down if you do one strike counter, which is very dope. It only works against blasts and taps, but that's just so you know how that works. It's going to be very, very OP and annoying to deal with, but I guess it's fair as well because the enemy can always see where your gauge is at, so you don't have to worry. Applies the following effects to self when counter is activated. He gets ki 100% to strike arts damage inflicted for 2 time accounts. Applies the buff effects, nullify enemy special move damage actions when changing cover. So if you activate his counter, you can't cover change after that. And I'm pretty sure, well, they didn't confirm it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can chain strike arts because it works just like a strike art. There you're gonna see it specifically says the damage from this attack is treated as strike arts damage. So I'm assuming that you'd be able to combo into it as well, which makes the enemy have to be very worried. They have to be very attentive to your gauge. He also gets 100% strike damage straight away. So pop in the counter, that strike damage is going to blitz. Imagine you're running on Super Saiyans and you just get the crit and you do that against a red unit and they're not even expecting it. Like MUI blast arts from long range for, I said red, against a purple unit. MUI blast arts from long range and then you switch in like how you do with MUI in the counter and then you strike very fast. That's going to do a lot of damage, taking you down to 0 pretty much. It's toxic. It's toxic. I'm not even going to lie. Very, very toxic. Very useful. Let's move on from that though. This one here is just part of his unique ability as well. Every time he uses a strike or blast arts, his gauge goes up by 10%. So 10 strike arts, 10 blast arts. I'm assuming it's 100%. If they do percentages right, because even for anniversary, it seems like they're not doing percentages right. There's 3 halves now. So yeah. Apply the following effects to self every time the enemy attack is over. This is just adding more juice to him, man. Every time you end the combo against him, he gains 10% health. So even if you tap him, 10% health. And that activates 7 times. That's a lot. If you end the combo, even if you tap him, 20% to his gauge. That's a lot. Shortens ally sub count by 1 as well every time. So that can just allow units to come in much faster. If you Rising Rush USG, for example, he loses 5 time accounts for his teammates. So you can switch out. But then if you end combo with this guy, 1 time account, there's a lot of sub count reduction on Fusion Warriors now, which is really dope. I find that amazing. Yeah, like he says, cover for your allies and tank enemy hits like a true defense type character. And then the ultra ability, nothing too crazy. It's just what it is, ultra ability. With leader, 30% damage inflicted, key recovery. And then on top of that, obviously if you're running 6 Fusion Warriors, then you get also the same thing. But if you want to run Zenkai buffs, you won't be getting that because they're not Fusion Warrior tag. So you have to think about whether you want to run him leader or not to get the maximum out of him. But with Fusion Warriors, we got 2 ultras now. And I say we because that's me. Gonna decide whether USG or SV is gonna be more valuable for the leader slot. But I think that's it. In totality, I would say he's very friendly for everybody to summon on. However, he is an ultra, so if you're gonna use him on a different team, you'd have to actually put him on the leader slot. But I'd say he's overly friendly for every team, because he doesn't have anything in his kit that's specific to tags, besides from his Z ability, really. The Z ability and ultra ability. And besides from that, that's fine. Like, to be honest, the leader slot system has allowed us to actually breach those realms and just do what you want with it. So I would say for everybody, if you've been saving and you've been waiting for a unit, this is your guy. Literally, SV is your guy. He's going to be everybody's guy. But he's not something that you must summon for, because there are obviously things that could come out that are much more valuable for your team. A lot of regen guys, regen guys are in the mud. They're so upset. You guys might get something very soon. You might get an Omega Shenron. He's not regen. No, he is regen. You might get an Omega Shenron Platinum equipped for the Ultra, the free-to-play one, because Goku and Vegeta have one. That might be your juice. I don't know. But we don't know what's in the near future, so I would say focus on your main team. But this is something everybody can use, I'll be honest. He's extremely valuable. I'm seeing him top 3 in the game easily, guaranteed. He's already top 3, in my opinion. Straight off rip, that's a bold statement. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't know when the androids leave the boost and USG exists. And even with that, I don't know about this guy. Like, it's crazy. It depends on his stats, really. I'm not going to talk about the banner, but overall for him, he's worth summoning on, period. I know a lot of people probably made that conclusion as soon as they clicked the video. You're probably at the end of the video right now. You click the video at the start, and then you're just like, I'm summoning. There's nothing you can tell me otherwise. And that's the right thing to do, because you summon based on what you want to do. But I'm just here to give my advice. It's not law, but again, I feel like he is worth your Chrono Crystals if you can do at least one rotation. If it's not a team that you run, so Fusion Warriors, Saiyans, or Super Saiyans, then you can leave it if you want, but he might be a bit of fun for you, and I feel like his kit provides him a lot of longevity, especially with it being a defensive type more than anything, but power creep might sneak up on him. Again, it depends on how they do his stats. But for me, I'm 100% summoning. I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. But I'm going to leave it like that, guys. Press that subscribe button. We are on this grind to 30,000 subscribers. There's no teachers on my channel, so you do need to sub, man. This is valid. 24-hour stream, like I said, tomorrow. I'm going to need to try get some sleep. Got another stream tonight around 9. I'm eating, man. Where's my straw hat, man? Where's my straw hat, man? Let me put the straw hat back on, man. Let me put the yeah, man. Appreciate you guys for watching. Everybody, good luck on your summons. Wish me luck. 24-hour stream, so I'm gonna need the most support I can get. Yeah, man. Love you guys for showing all support. The stream was amazing as well today. I'm gonna leave it like that. Got that though, guys. There's probably a lot of Fusion Warriors on the banner as well, so if you summon, you could actually just build a Fusion Warrior team, most likely. But we'll see in the morning. I'll be streaming in the morning, an hour before the banner drops at least. My name's Zakashi, guys. I will see you guys in the next one, man.
Please, lend me your energy!